from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And here we go from Chicago. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
32.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 on a first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's a dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
Going to the ground again on first. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And there's a catch for Luther Burden. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Swift now from the pistol. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Ronaldo. Let it up.
He'll work against the blitz. Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. And the tackle quickly follows that catch as this one reaches the 23.
A gain of 12 yards.
Whiskey.
First down. Here's Swift.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Williams from the gun. Pulls it at the 7. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. Working inside the red zone. Catch made. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Swift. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give them 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for third down.
Brings up third and goal.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. The Bears decide to call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Third and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football.
What is up?
They put a receiver in motion right. Back to Swift. And this time he mixed it in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get the game's first points here in the second. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as frequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1-for-1.
That one splits the uprights, and they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Santos to kick off for
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. So that brings them to 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelce has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 9 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
3rd and long for Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Running right is Pacheco. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it's 3rd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's taken down at the 30. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. We'll cobble together a yard there. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, 43, 40, 15, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
From the red zone now. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
They'll run. Pacheco. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal.
Yellow. 43, 40, hey, 57, 50, hey, 57, 57.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Pass it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and goal.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Butker knocks it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick to have that confidence built. That's important.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Looking to throw. He's going deep this time. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Well, they've been perfect to that point on the drive block. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line. Hunt trying things up the gut. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Second down now. They need 7. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Running left with Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On the draw, it's Pacheco. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He gets 6 on that play, and that's a Chiefs first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, no, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
All set now, first and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 20-yard line.
A second down run by Pacheco. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Set up the screen for Rice. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. They're going play action. This one's caught. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3.
Chiefs 10, Bears 7. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Josh Blackwell to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. We had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And it's going to be second down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing again on second, Williams. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll throw, third and long. Secured by Burden on the slant. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. So we're through 3 here. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. Now an inside handoff to Swift. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Now here's Williams. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
behind center with Swift. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
38-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. To throw, Williams. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up third and
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears trail by a field goal. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Running for it, it's Swift. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Here we go. We're long, though. What is it?
They'll motion him out of the backfield. They'll look to throw it. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
What is it? Here we go.
Setting up to pass. He brings it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
It's intercepted. That will do it. Drew Tranquil with the pick.
Got him.
And the Chiefs
Good game,
make
balls.
one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the
Got it. He thought he was
defensive
gonna get that shit
effort
in the
right
goal
there
line
to
at the
steal
last
away
second.
the last bits of
Didn't
hope
work
for the
out.
opposing
He
sideline
was
with that
shooting like
interception,
he
Brock, and officially end this game. So that'll do it for this one with Brock Hewitt on
Yeah,
Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Chicago.
You're